Boom! What's up, guys? What's going on? Camp out here, coming at you with some new content. You're gonna be seeing a lot more stuff coming out of the channel, just because if you're familiar with United Souls, you already know that that's gonna be, dead for now. Anyway, I had a chance to go to Extra Butter over the weekend, Friday afternoon, I believe. They had a product testing for Force Field NYC. I'm wearing the t-shirt, as you can turn up, show you the back, whatever. Got some free stuff. Got to check out the product, which is the most important thing. You already know that I put out a couple of reviews based on, cleaning products, things to repel, things for suede, the eraser, mint product, a lot of good stuff. But as far as repellents go and the preemptive attack on protecting your shoes, I find that the longevity of what you're using is a big problem. So, you put it on, you wear your kicks, you step out of the house, you come back, it's all in a box. For those of us that, don't wear the same thing every day. And, 2 months later, you go to put them on, you step out of the house, and like, oh, it's no longer there. Like, the shit wears off, or, tested time, it just fades away. Some stuff is water-based, some is silicone-based, but longevity is always an issue. Next up is the way it protects. Sometimes, like, when you put it on, it'll protect the shoe, but what happens is you compromise the integrity of the suede or nubuck, whatever you're protecting. I'm not gonna say leather because it's leather, nobody really cares. But as far as, keeping the buttery feel to your suede, like, I know Repel has a tendency to do that for me, so I stay away from it all the time. I just don't like to spend $200 on a pair of shoes and then put a spray on it to protect it, and I can't even tell it's suede anymore. So I sat down with these guys, they gave me a little interview, they did a little interview, and we went over the product. So I actually didn't wear anything to protect. I was wearing a pair of leather Huarache, so they actually did one of my caps, which is another thing that I wear a lot, and I have a tendency to use repellent on it as well. I don't bring umbrellas, so when you get caught in the rain, you're pretty much screwed. Your hats will fade, whatever it is. So when they put out theirs, you'll see the review on the hat, or the product working on the hat, but they did a lot of shoes too. So they gave me a can to take home, and a couple other things. Let me just grab the box real quick. So a little sneaker box filled with some stuff here. Show you what the box look like. Wear your kicks. Little can in here. This one's empty just for show, but I'm not gonna keep it on the shirt because you probably can't even see it. But I'll give you a little zoom in so you can see what it looks like. Super dope. A couple of stickers in here, little red tape, and I have a pair of shoes I'm going to be doing for you in a couple minutes that I wear and have worn. Show you a water test, and a couple of force fields for inside the shoe, which is, honestly, like, I was always against them. Like, oh, people put them to change their shoe size or whatever it is to fill the shoe, but it works great if you're trying to keep the crease product or the crease factor down in your kicks. So that was a nice little gift to have in there as well. I'm going to cut this part off. So I'm going to put the shoes down right now, take them out. I'm going to pull the laces out in a second so you guys get an idea what my process is. You're all supposed to clean the shoes if they're worn shoes, obviously. If they're not new shoes, you got to give them a once over. Clean the bottom, clean whatever dirt is laying around on them off, whatever dust. I like to get all the dirt off just because when you spray the shoe, it gets wet, and you don't want it to, like, take that dirt and carry it somewhere you don't want it. So I like to clean the whole shoe. You see me pull out my mint brush here just to scrape down or rub out or erase out whatever inconsistencies there are on the toe box or wherever else doesn't seem like it's clean enough for my liking. Then you take the sponge part of the mint brush, you brush all that excess stuff off, and it's fairly easy. But yeah, you definitely should clean your shoes before you apply any repellent. Always, like, hands down. If they're brand new shoes, obviously you don't have to do that. I don't want to keep repeating myself, but it's definitely a necessity. Like I said, they catch dust, they catch dirt, so just be on the lookout for that. So I just clean the back of the shoe here. Like I said, when you put the repellent is, like, usually pretty strong. Like, people were using it on the dotties. They put repellent on the July 3 dotties, and the repellent wiped the dots off because they're only painted on. So you definitely have to be on the lookout for that. In any case, after you're done cleaning, you're supposed to, give it a couple seconds to dry. Don't just jump right into spraying the shoe. You want to make sure it's 100% dry, 100% clean, and then you want to apply your repellent. So the directions say shake the can well, basically. Well, obviously you want to shake the contents well. You also want to, like I just stated, clean the entire shoe, and then you want to evenly spray thin coats or one thin coat of the repellent all over the shoe. It also says not to saturate the shoe. I use these directions as guidelines. I don't typically usually follow them to 100%. Like, the 5 inches, I'll go with whatever, I don't care. But when it comes to saturating the shoe, I like to see it a little bit damp.
almost like a dew on top of your shoe. Not saturated, obviously, you don't want to saturate, but you want to make sure that obviously you can see that you sprayed this stuff on. Because if you're just coating it, it's like, did I get it? Did I not get it? But when you have that slightly darker area, you can tell a differential in the spots that you didn't hit. As you can see here, like I'm doing the tongue. And then I'll put the laces back in and I'll finish up and give it one more coat. But I like to make sure, you could always pull your laces out and wash them. But as far as the rest of the shoe goes, like I don't like to have the lace there as an obstruction from the repellent getting on everything that I can't, or I might have a hard time cleaning if, something does happen. I set my timer for 24 minutes. In between, like I give myself a grace period. So like 15 minutes, I think on Repel or whatever it is, Crep Protect, and I think it's like 22 minutes or half an hour on Repel. So I go right in the middle, right for 24 minutes. It's a standard time. It's plenty of time to dry as long as you're not sticking it in like the cold or you're putting your shoe in the refrigerator, which is perfectly fine. And I do this twice. I do one coat on the shoe twice. Obviously, both at 24 minutes, and now I'm going to do a water test. I poke a hole in the Poland Spring bottle, just bring it over the shoe. I don't get crazy with this because I already know it's protected. It's well done. It's the first day. I'm not really worried about it. My initial goal here is to make sure that the longevity, which is what they promoted the most to me, is what really sold me on the product, is really there, and it's a substantial statement. So what I'm going to do is after this video is done, this has already been, I think this is Saturday now. I did this video on Monday, so this Monday coming up, I'll do like a quick video, and I'm going to walk around in the shoe, obviously, which a lot of people don't realize. After you put protectant on, that crease area in the toe box will sometimes move or depreciate the value of the repellent. Like I've done it numerous times. Brand new shoes, throw the stuff on, take a walk. 2 weeks later, I put the shoes on. Maybe the repellent doesn't last that long. Maybe I've walked in it and creased in that area. It's worn it away, and now I have water stains in that crease area. So I definitely want to put this to like a full-fledged test. So like I said, Monday I'm going to throw the shoes on. I'm going to obviously not protect the other one. And I'm going to get you guys another video out. You could already see the darkening area between the two different shoes. So there you go.